Hello, everybody. My name is Courtney Brame. I'm the founder, executive director, and podcast host of Something Positive for Positive People, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that supports people who are navigating herpes stigma and teaching people how to talk about sex. And today I'm here with Naima Cooper, who is the director of the Sex Talk documentary, which we are hosting a fundraiser for on September 12th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Naima, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Really excited for the event, for the documentary, and really appreciate you and all your help with it.
Yeah, no problem. So, I want to just give people an idea of, first off, like if you can just give me in like 3 sentences what the actual documentary is, and then I want to like give people an idea of what they're supporting by showing up to this fundraiser, and then
Yeah,
we'll talk about what it's about.
yeah, definitely. So, Sex Talk is a documentary with the goal of normalizing conversations around sex and pleasure in the Black community. So, we interviewed around 20 different Black people, and we wanted to really highlight topics about sex that we felt are not normally discussed. We're talking about things like masturbation, religion and shame, communication before, during, and after sex. We're talking about porn and performance versus pleasure based sex. And we're talking about queer sex and defining sexual liberation for us as individuals. I think that we live in kind of a sex obsessed culture at the same time as one that is repressing sexuality a lot of the time. So we unfortunately don't get to see a lot of authentic representations of sex or different issues that people are dealing with or the great things about sex either. So I really wanted to have a platform for Black people because we have a lot of different nuances in terms of our relationship with sexuality because our race plays a part into how we show up in the world, and that also affects how we show up sexually. So I wanted to just have a safe space for Black people to have these conversations, to be honest and vulnerable, and really just, provide a space that we can just have more authentic conversations.
Wow, that was very beautifully put. Because the next question was going to be, "What's your intention?" And you wove it in there very easily, and it was smooth too. So, what I'm hearing is the name of the documentary is Sex Talk, and so we're just going to be talking about sex. Ain't no sex in the documentary, right?
No, so a lot of the conversations are more so around kind of people's reflections. It's not like super explicit. It's not like a porn video or anything like that. It's more so like conversations about like reflections, attitudes, um, things that you've learned, things that you wish you learned, in terms of like how to approach sex. You know, it's not like super explicit or anything like that. So yeah.
Well, one of the things that we often say is something positive for positive people is that sexual health is mental health, and a person's identity is very reflective of their sexuality, and their sexuality is reflective of their identity. And there's not much representation of Black people, Black identities, Black sexualities. So I'm super supportive of this documentary and want to support the fundraiser and to the best of my ability because of that, because this is a very like intimate and complex and vulnerable part of us. And without the representation of seeing people who look like us, who reflect our experiences, it can be very invalidating to us because the only thing that we have to go off of is what we're shown in media, where we begin to think that that thing is okay or that's what normal's supposed to be, and then bam, we strive toward that. So I see how valuable this is. I'm excited. I appreciate you having reached out to bring me in to be a part of this. I look forward to helping to facilitate some of these conversations that we're going to be having. And I don't want to give too much. The last thing that I want to ask you is just really about the fundraiser, right? So, what are you hoping to raise? What are you wanting to do with the money? Like, how much do you need in order for this project to be complete and put up on Netflix or wherever we're going to have it at to be able to watch?
Yeah, so the fundraiser, we're going to be talking to some amazing Black sex educators about sexuality in the Black community, and really they're all coming from different perspectives, which I appreciate because, obviously Blackness is not a monolith. We're all different and there's so many different nuances. So I'm really excited for those conversations. And the goal of the fundraiser is to raise money to support the documentary. Our goal is to raise around $6,000 to be used to really make sure that the documentary can be produced to the quality that I feel like it deserves. I feel like this topic is really important, and I want to just make sure the messages are as clear as possible, and I want to make sure it's as engaging as possible. And so a lot of that money will be put towards editing, music, film festival submissions, things like that, just to make sure that it's like at the best quality it can be. And then also make sure that it's able to reach the people that I want it to reach. Because yeah, marketing and getting it in front of people, that costs a lot of money, but I feel like this topic is really worth it. And yeah, I'm really appreciative to anyone that has supported or will support, because I feel like this can really help a lot of people. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And for anybody who's wondering about like where the connection is, right? Like I, being a black man, having held space for various people around the conversations of sexual health and sexuality, so much of this ties into STI prevention. It ties into reproductive health, reproductive rights, and we're not able to talk to and hear from people who are most impacted by the quality or lack thereof of sexuality education. And for me, this is sort of my way of advocating in a different way because so much of what I do is just talking to people about herpes, right? But there's so much more. There are so many more layers to this conversation, and it becomes so complex. And it sounds like where we align is that you are going to bring this into like a vision. You're putting a vision to it. You're making it into art. And I am very happy to be a part of this and support these conversations. So we hope to be able to show up and raise $6,000 for you to be able to complete this project. And I really look forward to seeing how it turns out. So anyone who's watching this, if you've watched to this point, this is supposed to be like 5 minutes, so I apologize, but we wanted to give y'all just an understanding and feel good about what you're supporting. Introducing myself, introducing Naima here as the director of the documentary, hopefully to help inspire you to feel good about what you're going to be supporting. And we hope that you show up. It's a 3 hour event. It's virtual, September 12th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll have some guests, we'll have other speakers, panelists, and yeah, but more to come. And we'll be sharing that along the way. As we get there, we are seeking sponsors. Of course, we're seeking donations for people to attend just this documentary fundraiser virtual event. So yeah, if you know somebody, you can send this to them. If you are somebody, please get involved however you can and feel most comfortable to. And we hope to see you there. Anything else you want to say, Nine?
I mean, just to your point, like this, I think a lot of people might see sex as like a frivolous topic, but it really is so complex. And it was hard for me to figure out where to start and end like the conversations, because we could just go on and on and on. So I feel like the conversations are really, really rich and things that I haven't heard talked about a lot. So yeah, I'm just really excited and appreciate you and looking forward to the event. And yeah, thank you.
All right. We'll see y'all there September 12th from 6 to 9. Sign up here. All right.